It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see which hometown team flies higher in the City of Angels. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Los Angeles Chargers on Monday Night Primetime.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. From up top next to Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, we were already excited for this game. And then before the contest, you and I are down on the field outside the white lines.
Yes, we were following the rules.
We were following the rules, and a ball comes over our direction, but we can't see it. Somebody yells heads up, and instinctively you turn around and you snare it one-handed with your off left hand. So now we're really ready for football.
No gloves either.
No gloves.
No gloves. Not like what the guys are wearing playing the game now. But wasn't that a whole lot better than that time we were down there? And I got the coffee spilled on me when I got nailed by the punt returner.
That happened to the Vikings, right?
Yes, a much better job of being heads up this time. Thank you for the notice.
We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 10, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
How about that strategy then? In 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Aaron Donald with a sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Herbert now. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Stafford on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, 73 yards. And the Rams put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now Herbert off the bootleg. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the 2nd quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. Play action. Stafford. He's going to find Atwell open downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They try the left side here with Williams. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, remember, they had the quick strike touchdown the last time they had the ball, but this time they're having to work for it. What a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive alive.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg, and that'll be incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Eric Kendricks, his 2nd sack of the night.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Stafford now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Man, a tough spot to drop that down here, 3rd and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance to score, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chargers ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And a short pickup to about the 25.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. Here's Herbert. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. (10-0) the score after one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert throwing again. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment.
Let's have some fun.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. To the air again, Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're going to look at Cooper Kupp as the Rams offense gets ready to take over possession. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Stafford. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Eckler now between the tackles and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. This is a counter play. Eckler. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. Out of the gun, Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw him a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From the end zone, Jason Taylor II will return it. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Off the draw, here's Williams. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
Here's Ethan Evans now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Play action. It's Herbert. Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Herbert now. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Herbert off of play action. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked, either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. Know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Donald Parham, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll buy some time right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective, and that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from there.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are once again back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that 2nd play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, But if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Stafford on 1st down. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Stafford. Throw's going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. L.A. readies for its next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Herbert on 1st down now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Again, Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. They'll look to throw again. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers were led in the first half by their star quarterback, Justin Herbert. He had a touchdown pass in that first half, helping his guys to a halftime advantage.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 1st and 10, Herbert complete to Johnston here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. sees that the ball's moved to the middle, and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw there is incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Returnable here for Davis. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. A little juke. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Eckler. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Eckler again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And his kick here is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll look to Williams to begin things. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, and that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing again is Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks, don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Chargers offense back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Herbert now. Able to hook up with Williams here on the outright. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. They'll set up to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. This is 2nd and 8. Now a give running left is Eckler, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now 3rd down and 7. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got a man. It's his fullback. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. From the 50, here's Herbert. Johnston on the quick slant. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Eckler, they run left side. Down the left sideline. And all the for a Charger touchdown. 39 yards for Austin Eckler. And the Chargers are able to add on to that lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rams ready to go on offense.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Back to throw, Stafford. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Davis now to return it.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Chargers coming out of the field now.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop?
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. L.A. readies for its next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On 1st down, Stafford here. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Stafford's throw here, hauled in by Cup. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. His throw incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stafford looks to throw again. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now Stafford. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Right side, he has Johnston. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame him?
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
Now it's Herbert.
Pass out left finds Johnston.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Johnston.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Herbert off of play action.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chargers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Stafford.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Charger offense making their way back out there.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's Byron Young, who ranged in that time and stopped him for a loss.
That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And the Rams now coming out on the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Stafford and the Rams come up first and 10.
At the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Time running short here in the fourth quarter. You're down 3 scores. And I think you've got a defense here saying we just need to prevent the home run. So a good, smart offensive coordinator can use that as an advantage. And that's a nice throw there to pick up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakula. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
This is a counter play, Eckler. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 131 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.